Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich, and this is post-commentated. This is Koopa Coot, and he wants favors. There's a lot of favors. Now, like, every third one will give you something special, and they'll be, like, crazy. So, the first one is just, like, you have to go get a book from Colorado. He lives right next door to him. So we're just gonna run through these. It's pretty easy to find lists of these on the internet. And, like, how to do them. None of them are really hard. You get a lot of star pieces doing it, though. And you'll also get the silver and gold credit for the game room, the playroom. Also, while we're doing this, when it's convenient, we'll be exchanging the letters for the letter trade sequence. We end up, when I get all the post-commentary stuff done, we'll have all the favors done. We will have the letter exchange done, and we will have played the games in the playroom. Now, I know that because it's post-commentary, so it's already done. Took hours. Alright, so give him the book back, and now, for most of the, favors, he'll give you 1 coin. Like, that's his standard thing. So, his next favor is, you've just got to go buy a sleepy sheep. Now, I'm not going to show you all the travel, we're just going to cut to where you buy them. But we have to give a letter to this guy, so. And blah, blah, blah. I actually kind of left space thinking I might put in commentaries for the voices here, but I'm not going to. So, all of these guys will seriously, like, the letter trade sequence is like 14 people long. And you get a badge at the end, though, so that's kind of nice. So now we have to take this back to Coover. But, yeah, so this is it's gonna be a boring, like, 3 videos of just, like, this stuff. So this is the shop, where we can get a sleepy sheep. And now, I strongly suggest, I know at this point, not all 3 of these videos will be up, but you should probably watch all of them so you know exactly what you're going to need. And this is us giving the letter to Coover and getting a letter for somebody else. But, you should watch all these videos so you know, because you can make multiple, like, I'm going to make multiple trips to Toad Town and stuff, but you really could, like, buy the Sleepy Sheep and a Tasty Tonic for the next, you know, because you will need one of those. There are like 4 things you have to cook, so maybe 3, I don't know. So this is for Mr. E, lives in the desert. He has a blue turban. See? Toad House blue turban. Alright. And he says like a different thing after every favor. I mean, it's not really like as kind of generic as this part, you know, where he gives you the coin. So this is where he gives us, yeah, now he'll tell us there's a playroom in Toad Town, which it would be nice if he had, you know. But, you know, we found it early. Big deal. So we get the silver credit, which will allow you to play 1 game. Once you get the gold credit, you can play them both. It doesn't really, we're going to examine those games. They're not great. I guess you can make some money at them if you're lucky, I suppose. Well, one of them you could if you're just skilled. Alright. Yeah, and this is weird. This is like where you have to go get like a tape from like the old Goomba at Goomba Village. And while you're there, get a Goom Nut, because you'll need it later. And they're really secretive about what's on the tape. Like, I think it directly is trying to, you know, point out to you that it's, you know, something dirty. So, also, we'll hit Chuck Quizmos when we see them. So. And Chuck Quizmo's quiz questions are always the same, so. And they go in sequence. Again, a pretty easy thing on the internet to find just a list of. Just like the questions and the answers. And there's going to be a lot of these, because we're going to be doing a lot of traveling around. It's a lot of running around. It's kind of the point of these side quests. So, here we go. This is Goompapa or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, the tape. And apparently, this Goomba's had it forever. I like that he walks behind that. Like, I don't know, do you have a stash somewhere? Yeah, and Mario asks, like you'll see, Mario asks what's on the tape, and the Goomba refuses to tell him. Hey, you want to know what's on the tape, do you? He's like, oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't tell you at the moment. I'm like, what? It was great, though. Yeah, it's completely, they're leading you to believe that it's something filthy and secret. So believe what you want to believe. Yeah, and it is kind of funny the kind of things he says, like suffering Shy Guys, and like the last of what I remember just being like, that is awesome. But that's a ways away. So like Koopa tea, okay. This is like really easy. And he'll tell you how to make it, but like you just go find a Koopa leaf and have what's her name, Tasty cook it or whatever. And it's the only thing she can, you know. If you cook it alone, that's what you'll get. You can combine later. You'll be doing things like cooking a Koopa leaf, and this is where we found a Koopa leaf. You'll be cooking like a Koopa leaf with pasta and stuff later. So here's Chuck Quizmo. Now I'm pretty sure there was a break there because I got it wrong, or maybe I just cut out saving. I don't know. Oh no, I completely got this one wrong. Luigi's pants are blue, by the way. I had no idea. So, now, this is, I don't know if this is the first time we cooked or not. Like, if we showed that. It's pretty standard for the Paper Mario games, but obviously we've never shown it in this game. Or maybe we have, I don't know. So she'll ask if you want to cook with another ingredient, you say no. It's a lot like Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, except there's not, you know, flaming stoves and stuff. So, we got Koopa tea. I don't know why there was a big pause there, but... And you give it to him, and blah, blah, blah. And again, you know, I'm just skipping through his dialogue. I'm really not. But this is one where he gives you 3 star pieces, which is just awesome. I mean, you end up getting like 15 star pieces from this guy. Now, now, what was I going to say? Oh, like, yeah, and this is the one where he wants Luigi's autograph, and I couldn't find my way back to Mario's house, so I end up doing a whole bunch of other stuff. But, you know, the reasoning for this is to just kind of make you explore things like the dynamics of cooking in the game, and things like that. So here's another Chuck Quizmo. Jeez, there's so many of these. There seriously is, like, you can get like 30 star pieces from him, I think. There's like 30 questions at least. So there are 6 members of. At this point, I was just looking them up. Like I was prepared for the next 4 of them. I like that his hat opens to give you the star piece. That's kind of cool too. It's like the world's greatest hat. If we could just get that hat, we'd have endless star pieces. Now, when you're here, you should pick up dried pasta because you're gonna need it. See. So there's your blue turban guy. So, and you'll get really sick of this. I mean, like, if you don't want to do this stuff, I don't blame you. You don't need to. So, yeah, and so now he'll give you a letter back to Toad Town. And there's a lot of that. It's like a lot of to Toad Town and then somewhere else. And then to Toad Town and somewhere else. Or maybe I'm, you know. But I mean, at least they tell you where the person is. So I couldn't find the star piece. And there are a couple of those that we're going to show too. Because I didn't have you know, the whatever badge, the I Spy badge on the first time I was in here, so. And, like, there it is. There's our star piece. So, now these girls, like, they'll always say the same thing no matter which one you talk to, but which one you talk to matters for the letter. It's really weird. See, like, I had to talk to him 3 times to finally find the right one. And she's obnoxious. So these things about being really popular and getting letters from strangers and stuff. But, I mean, you know. Again, that's a Paper Mario game. There's always one obnoxious Toad girl. So, yeah. And, by the way, the pipe to get to Mario's house is by the entrance to Toad Town. And, like, Koopa Koot tells you that, which is his name, apparently. He tells you, like, take the pipe by the entrance to Toad Town and get his autograph. And, like, I read that, and it was in the back of my head, and I just couldn't. So the next letter is to the shop owner here. You'll be coming back to the shop a couple times, so, like I said, dried pasta, like, now would be a good idea. Because later for the Koopa Koot, you will be combining a Koopa leaf and dried pasta. So there you go. Yeah. We get it. Now, finding the lemons and limes in the oasis. Yeah, letter to a Boo called Frankie. And, like, that's the one in the front room of Boo's mansion. You actually, while you're in the desert, you are going to want to pick up a lime. We do actually do that ahead of time. Here it is. So, like, yeah, just hit this tree and pick up a lime because you're going to need that later for a Koopa Koot favor, and it's just easier to get it while you're here. Also, you're going to need a coconut, but there really isn't a good kind of time. And this is where Mario lands outside of the Goomba village. It's the first screen in the game. And, like, there you go, star piece. This is where I was running around trying to find my way back to Mario's house. Let's see. And then, like, in the screen where the collapsed porch is, like, first there's this repel gel. But, there's also a star piece over here. And, like, you can see the collapsed porch in the background. It's like we didn't get these, so... And I got them while I was running around. And again, I mean, well, if you're back here, you know, grab a Goom Nut. But, like, you don't. So here's another, yeah. Like, there's star pieces all over the place that we didn't have the I Spy badge for. So here's our next step in the letter chain. Yeah. And here's another little mystery where he's got a great eye for items. He just got something in that I've wanted for a long time. Oh, it's the coolest thing. And he just doesn't tell you. Like, oh, by the way, could you deliver this for me? Like, it's not even... So now we have to... Toad Town. So again, back to Toad Town. Jeez. And like I said, it's a little obnoxious. I'm showing it for the sake of completion. I want you to know where these things are. I want you to know how to do them. And there's the star piece we missed in here. There's actually another one, too, in the basement through this room. But, again, it's in the basement. I'm going to skip to it because it took me a while to find it. Alright, so, if we go over here, Dainty is one of these kids. And he'll have, like, a long thing about, like, going to the mansion and, like, how scared he is of booze, and he didn't think that, like, they would actually invite him and stuff like that. And then he wants you to give, a letter to the red Yoshi kid. Like, and if you're gonna, if you go to do that, like, then get a coconut. Jeez. We don't get a coconut until we actually need it for the favor. It's kind of a pain. And eventually, you know you're going to have to take a letter to, like, pretty much everywhere. Although you don't have to take one to Flower Fields. Which is a little weird. So. And, like, he's suggesting, like, oh, let's send a letter back to him. And, like, hey, take this. So, like, he wrote a letter in a matter of, like, a fraction of a second. Like, the kid must be the fastest handwriting in the world. Okay, so here we go. This is to get Luigi's autograph. I'm gonna do a voice right here. Princess Peach is still caught way up there in the sky. Come on, Mario. You're the hero, bro. You have to save her. What's that, Mario? You need something? Me, what? Mr. Koopa wants to get my autograph? Me? He wants me to sign something? Wow, cool. I'm flattered. I guess maybe I'm a little bit of a celebrity, huh? Wait 1 second. I'll write it right now. Here you are, Mario. My autograph. Give my regards to Mr. Koopa, okay? Alright, there we go. I just don't get to talk like Luigi much anymore, so. So there we go. It's Luigi's autograph. What a lucky Koopa I am, he says. And he gives you a 1 coin. Which at this point you should want to hit him with your hammer, but again, if you keep going, you'll get better stuff. Okay, and this drop the wallet, this is easy, because it's actually in Toad Town. And he says that. He tells you, or it's in Koopa Village. So, it's not like you just have to check bushes till you find it. And here it is. And again, Chuck Quizmo's back, so. I save in case I get the question wrong, but I think I may have been. Yeah, I don't know if this is the one I was prepared for. Oh yeah, this is just dumb. Like, yeah, you get a star piece. I'm like, it's me! Like, I don't understand, like, why that would even be like an option. But whatever. Okay, so we got the guy's wallet. And I'm just going to show you me running back over there. And actually make a mistake and don't select the wallet. And it'll give you the option for him to repeat the favor. And so then we had to, like, yeah, see, I pushed B. Yeah, you forgot what favor I asked? You hit no. And he's like, well, then hurry up and do it. Like, he's such a jerk. Alright. And it's another 1 coin deal. Alright. And then a Tasty Tonic he wants. Like, and we could have bought that when we were in Toad Town any of the other million times that we were in Toad Town. So we're going to get like 2 more favors done. I think 1 more quiz. So, Tasty Tonic sold here in the shop below the dojo. Cost 5 coins. I don't think you're going to make that money back on the deal, so I wouldn't hold your breath for that. And he's like, you're like a psychic, but like he asked you. He asked you for it. So, yeah, now, like, he wants, like, well, whatever. He wants the Fortune Teller and Star Summit's autograph as well. But he's too shy. Now, this one's a little weird. This is one of the more complicated favors where you have to go to her, and then she'll ask you to get something from Merlee, like a crystal ball. So then you have to go there. So, yeah. So then you have to go there and get the crystal ball, and then come back, and then she'll give you the autograph, and then you take it back. So, this will be the last favor we do in this video. And then when we come back, we'll be, you know, continuing on with what we're doing. We're gonna get it all done. Yeah. It's her twin sister in the back alley of Dry. Her name is Merlee. So, and luckily, this is not like, you know, this isn't like Super Paper Mario where we had to do like an 8-people trade sequence. You know, it's just this. And yeah, they rhyme. Blah, blah, blah. So there you go. We got the crystal ball. Now we'll do another quiz. And then we'll be at 11. I think there's a free star piece. We're gonna end up with a ton of them. And Rusty is the name of the smart toad in Toad Town. So now we gotta go back to Merlovely, give her the crystal ball, and then I ended up buying a couple badges, so I'm gonna show that, and then we'll go back to the Koopa Coot, and we'll be done. Yeah, I don't understand why she tells you to go to the other side, like you have her item, but... Alright. So there you go. There's her autograph. And so I bought the Pretty Lucky badge and the Chill Out badge. I think Hey Ryan Let's Play or Tristan Bomber have been bothering me to buy the Chill Out badge. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who, but they've said it a couple times now. So there we go. And I looked, but I didn't want to buy any more. I mean, eventually, it's really the only thing to kind of spend the star pieces on, so. So there we go. We'll get the autograph, or give him the autograph. And when we come back, we'll be doing more of this stuff. So, you guys, thanks for watching, and take care. And we're going to get 3 star pieces here. So, bye, everybody.